We're gonna get started. We're just gonna do a short little warm up first. I like to stay seated, do some neck rolls side to side to start. Shoulder back, shoulder to shoulder. Super slow. Start to roll towards the front. If you haven't already. Then rolling side to side. Slow as possible. Start to make full circles. We're gonna do a couple each direction. Maybe 3 on each side. Reach your head side to side if you like. On an inhale, we're gonna lift both arms way up tall. Stretching, lifting the spine, lifting the chest. Exhale, we're gonna bring hands together and clasp. Bring to the top of the neck, bottom of the head, and exhale. We're gonna tuck the chin into the chest. Just give me a little push on the head. Feeling that all down the spine. Inhale, we'll start to look up. Exhale, we're gonna drop the head back into the hands, just cradling here. And depending on how wide you keep the elbows, you'll feel it in different places. If the elbows are further apart, you'll feel it more in the shoulders. Through the armpits a little bit. If they're close together, you'll feel it more in the back of the arms, the biceps. One more inhale. And exhale, we're going to tuck the chin one more time. And exhale, lay the head back in the hands one more time. Again, feel free to play with that elbow placement. Either closer together. Whatever feels better. One inhale. And exhale, start looking. You can drop the hands. We're going to bring them behind the back. Again, clasping fingers. Inhale, lifting the chest, maybe lifting the chin a little bit, opening the throat. Pressing hands down into the floor, into the mat. Really focusing on opening the chest. One more inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to bring those hands together behind us and start to bring around to the side, pressing into the hips, into the waist. We're going to pull the ears towards the hands to really feel that neck. Feel free to look down, up, kind of rocking the head a little bit. And if there's any places where you feel a whole lot of pressure, a whole lot of tension, you can hold it there. Take a couple breaths into it. No breath here. Any last movement? And inhale, we'll start to lift the head, releasing the arms back down. Take a breath. More inhale. And exhale, start to bring the hands around to the other side, pressing into the waist, into the hips. And turn the ears towards those hands. And feel free to look down without rotating the head a little bit. One more breath here. Any last movements? And inhale, step back up. We're going to go ahead and bring the hands all the way up overhead. On the exhale, we're going to lean to the right side, starting to bring the hand down first. Maybe bring the elbow down if that's accessible. Looking up to that top arm. Take a couple breaths into the side body. And focus your breath into that open side. A little deeper. Inhale, we're going to come back up, both arms. Stretching out tall, and exhale, lean to the left side. Left hand comes down first, then coming to the elbow if that's accessible. Looking up to the right arm. Inhale, stretching up the tall. And exhale, bring the arms back down, no wrist if you'd like. So we're going to do some rib circles. So we're going to start only moving the ribs, trying to disconnect from the hips and the lower back as much as possible. It's really good for your digestion and also stimulate the vagus nerve. Switch sides, which direction? Listen. And inhale, we'll sit up tall. Exhale, we're going to lean forward, this time using the lower back, making some bigger circles. This still stimulates the vagus nerve, but now you're focused more on the lower back, tension in the lower back. And change direction. And next inhale, we'll come tall. We're going to start to make our way to the side. We're going to come to all fours. We're going to do a little set of cat-cow. So on the inhale, we're going to bring the belly button down. Gaze is going to go upward, lifting the chin. And exhale, we're going to bring the belly button in towards the spine, using the belly button to kind of push air out. Arching the back. Flipping through the palms and the shoulders. Inhale. The weight comes down, gaze goes up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more of these. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, we're going to come flat back to neutral. So then exhale as we start to walk the hands forward into puppy pose. We just want to bring the chest as close to the floor as we can get. It's okay if you don't touch. Just pushing the shoulders back against the floor. Inhale, start to walk the way back up. And on the exhale, we're just going to sit back into a child's pose. Resting the belly between the thighs. You're welcome to rest here if this feels good, or if you want to add a little bit of stretch to it, you can walk your hands to one side of the mat, right outside, put the mat to the floor. Trying to breathe into the open side. Inhale as we start to walk the hands back to the middle, back to the mat. Exhale, you can start to walk the hands to the other side, right outside of the mat to the floor. Take a deep breath into that open side. Last breath here. Inhale, start to walk right back to the middle. And inhale, we'll come back. So I'm going to add just a little bit of core to it today. Have balance, kind of a core thing. So on an inhale, we're just going to lift one arm. I'm going to go right arm first and then left leg. Try to lift both. Balance if you can. It's totally fine if you need to leave one foot on the floor. Holding here. One more inhale. Exhale, you can drop that. Next inhale, we're going to go other side. My left arm is going up, right leg behind. Again, you can leave that foot on the floor if you need a little help with the balance. If you want to challenge, you can lift the leg. One more inhale. And exhale, coming down. Amazing. So we're gonna do a little twist next. So inhale, right arm is gonna come up overhead. And then exhale, we're gonna dive through under the left arm, bringing that shoulder down. The left hand can start to reach towards the front of the mat, and maybe it rests on the lower back here, right on the hip bones. One more breath here. You can start bringing the left hand back down towards the face. Big inhale. We're going to take the right arm all the way through. Okay. And exhale, drop it to the floor. Inhale, left arm is going to come up overhead. Exhale, diving through under the right arm. Shoulder will come down. That right hand can start to come to the top of the mat. Maybe rest on the lower back. One more breath here. And I can start to come back down towards the face, right hand. And next inhale, big breath in as we bring that left arm all the way back up. And exhale down. So we'll have a couple options for the next one. We're gonna do a frog pose, and you can either come to a plank and take one leg to the side, be a little bit more gentle on the hip, but harder on the front of your body. So if laying on the floor is not comfortable, you can come to a full frog, which is bringing the knees right outside of the mat, and slowly coming down. A bit of a split here. Only as far as it's comfortable. Both are a little bit challenging in their own ways. This one requires a little bit more core. Actually laying on the floor in full frog is kind of a lot on the hips. Next breath, start to come back up, bringing the hands in first, slowly walking the legs back in. Coming to all fours, and we will exhale as we sit back on the toes. You're going to tuck the toes under to bring all 10 toes to the floor. Or however many toes you have. Just make sure all the toes are in contact with the floor. You might want to tuck the pinky toes in. I'm going to feel this all through the plantar fascia. All this on the bottom of your feet. And the wider you have your knees, the wider you'll feel it through the feet. So knees closer together, you feel it more in the big toe, closer to the big toe. Or they're all going to feel it closer to the pinky toes. Deep breaths here, play with placement. Move around a little bit. If you want to add some movement to it, you're always welcome to reach back, open the chest. You can cross arms here, a little stretch in the back, between the shoulder blades. Between sides. Back to stretch here. Whatever feels good, you can keep doing. Take one more breath here. Big breath in. Exhale, we'll start to make our way out. The toe is a little bit of a break. You're gonna come to a seated position. I'll turn this way so everyone can see me. Okay, so we're going to a butterfly here. Bottoms of the feet together. You can flap your wings. You can rock a little bit from side to side. Some people like this because it massages the muscles out on the floor. If you want, you can lead with the chest. Try not to keep the back as flat as possible. Just lean into toes. It gives some options, so you can do whatever feels best. Whatever is most comfortable. Inhale, start to come back up. The next breath, we're going to take the right foot and bring it in towards the sits bone here. Maybe right outside of that bone, wherever your foot can reach. We're going to bring the left foot over for a little twist. This might be enough for some of us. If not, you're welcome to bring the right arm over the left leg. Twist. Breath in. And on the exhale, we'll start to unravel. And back to the middle. And come all the way back. The butterfly. Again, flap wings, rock side to side, whatever feels good. Get a couple breaths. Next breath, whenever you're ready, left foot will come under into the sits bone, right leg will go over. You can give the leg a little bit of a hug here if that's enough, or you can twist, bring left arm over right leg. One more breath, big inhale. And exhale, start to unravel, go back to the middle. And all the way back into butterfly. Flap your wings, rock back and forth. Next breath, we're going to send the right leg out to the side. Inhale, we're gonna come up overhead. Deep breath, and exhale. We're gonna twist a little bit towards the right side and then lean over that leg. If you're doing this at home, ever put a pillow or a blanket under you, just kind of rest here. Next inhale, we'll start to walk back up. Slowly lifting all the way up to the top. We'll just switch legs right here. One more big breath in, stretching out tall, and exhale, pivoting, and laying over that leg. Inhale, slowly start to walk back up. Stretch up overhead. And exhale. Start to come back to the middle. I'm going to turn to the side here so I can join everybody on the mat. Just sit back. Feel comfortable laying position. Feet will still be on the ground, knees up. We're going to bring the knees into the chest, some big hug, big inhale in, and rock a little bit from side to side, massaging the back muscles out on the floor. One more inhale, bring the knees back in. On the exhale, we're just going to bring the knees slightly down under the hips. You can use the hands as kind of a prop here. Keep it on. We're going to make some circles around the hips. Moving with breath. Inhaling knees in, feeling knees down. Trying to keep the lower back connected to the floor as much as possible. You notice the lower back is coming off the floor, you're going too far with the knees. And next exhale, we'll change direction. We'll circle the away from this other direction. One more. And inhale, knees back into the chest one last time. Rocking back and forth here. And bring the feet back down towards the mat. We're going to cross the right leg over the left knee. Push it flex the foot here to protect the knee joint. We'll inhale, lifting the legs, bringing them in towards the chest. Maybe give the thigh a little bit of a pull. You can hold the bottom ankle if you like. One more inhale. Exhale, drop the feet back to the floor, so unravel. And switch sides, the left foot is going to come over right knee. And inhale, just bring that in to the chest. You can roll the bottom ankle. Make sure the top foot is still flexed, protecting the knee joint. Loosen the right leg all the way down to the floor. The left knee is going to come into the chest, give a hug. Take a breath in. And exhale, we're going to send that knee over the right side of the body for a twist. The left arm can come behind you and you look over the fingertips. Next inhale, circulating the knee back up. Exhale, you can drop that to the floor. Reach as if you need to. Then inhale, right knees get them into the chest. And exhale, start come over the left side of the body for a twist. Right arm can go behind you and maybe look over the fingertips. Inhale, so you roll back to the middle, bring that knee in. Exhale, you can drop that leg to the floor, both legs down. Trying to come to a comfortable laying position. Gonna take a few moments here in Shavasana. Maybe take this time to focus on your breath, focusing on the in and the out of the breath. Maybe the sensation, the way it feels from your nose, from your belly, chest. You can do a bit of a body scan here, trying to breathe into each muscle and relax, melt into the floor. Mind started to wander. Bring it back. Bring our attention back to the body. And start by making small movements, so you're doing the fingers and the toes. So you start to rock the feet back and forth. You start to stretch up overhead. You start feet rolling each ankle. You stretch side to side. Everybody feels good. Starting to wake the body back up. You start to lift the knees. Bring the knees over just one more time. Big inhale. And rock side to side one more time. And when you're ready, we'll just roll to one side. You know, the knees tuck in, use an arm as a pillow. Let's take one more breath together. Wherever you're at. Let's take one more big inhale. Into the nose, feeling the chest, feeling the belly. As much air as you can bring in. And exhale, big sigh out of the mouth. And give yourself a hug and a thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up today. Whenever you're ready, you can sit up. And that's all I have today.